Well, welcome back to this week's video, and today we are going to be unboxing and painting this bad boy. So let's dive into it. This box set builds a Hellforge host spear army, which is great for fast and tactical games. So let's have a look at what comes in the box, and then we'll get into some painting. This box includes this 90-page special edition gold foil, by the way. Hello, full art battle tone. And the artwork on this, chef's kiss. The gold foil pages, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So in that beautiful book, you get lore, insight, background, rules. In addition to this, you also get these 32 war scrolls that just gives some key faction rules and a little other bits and bobs. In addition to that, you do get the transfer sheet, which is actually mega cool. I don't know where I've put it, but I will put a picture on the screen if I find it, because I do need to find it. So, minis. We have this terrifying giant bull, the Dominator. Now, he's unpainted here. Can we just appreciate him? Like, wowzers. I think there is two ways that you can build this guy. I do much prefer the maces, but he's going to look so good painted. On top of that, we have the Tormentor Bombard. There is actually two ways to build this guy. The cannon. I chose the rockets, which he does technically have a different name with the rockets, but you know, I'm just a girl. But I'm actually mega hyped to paint this. How cool does that look? And then obviously you have your 11 Infernal cohorts, which are just the normal standard miniatures in the box. And we are actually going to paint one of those up today. So let's get painting. So we're going to be painting up this little fella today. So let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and take silver and just base all this little chainmail, whatever the heck and bob it is. Just coat this nicely. If you're worried about your metallics leaving some texture, I would recommend just watering them down a little bit. A few thin coats is better than one big thick coat, and there's a lot of metallic going on this model today. Now we're going to go in with bronze, and we're just going to paint in the rest of the armour really. So these little two bits at the front, shoulder pads, the back, all those little areas really. Also, you can do this any colour you want. I think there's like 4 different versions in the book, or you can just be as creative as you want and go any goddamn colour that you want. So I didn't have a brass colour, so I've done bronze mixed in with a little bit of silver, and we're just going to paint the front bit of his hat, and we're going to do the bits at the end of his beard. We're going to highlight those shoulder pads, highlight highlight, paint those shoulder pads, paint the outer side of the shield, and we're going to paint that sword handle as well. So now, taking a 1-to-1 mix of black and moon grey, we're just going to paint in these bits of cloth for his arms, and then once we've done that, we'll recess shade them in black. Now take any black wash or make one using the thinner and black paint or black paint and water, and we're just going to paint over the silver on the body and the sword. And we're just going to give that silver a nice wash. Now we're going to take this Victorian parlour, I think it's called, and we're just going to wash over all that bronze. Any brownie wash will actually do. I just had this dark star one here. We're just going to coat all that brown. If it pulls too much, just wipe your brush off, put it on the pooling bit and wipe it off onto some tissue, and it'll be good to go. Washes do take a little bit longer to dry, so do take that in mind, but this should be a nice, easy peasy step. For the cloth, I'm going to take a 1-to-1 mix of magenta and burnt umber. If you have a burgundy colour, that would be great for this as well. And we're just going to base colour this all over. Now I'm taking a 1-to-2 mix, one of magenta, 2 of burnt umber, and we're just going to go in and get those little recesses and do a little bit of shading. Nice, easy and simple. No glazing, nothing like that, do not panic. Now we just take magenta by itself and we just do a lovely, easy little highlight. Highlight the raised bits and the edges, and you will be good to move on to the next step. So I'm taking this blood red from Vallejo and I'm going to use this to paint on both red gems, the one on the head and the one on the shield. Now taking the Dickinson Dark Star yellowy wash, I'm going to go ahead and wash all of that brass self-made colour. If you have a brass colour, it will come out a little bit better than what mine did, but you know, I've got to work with what I've got. Now go ahead and highlight the gold. You can also go ahead and highlight the silver as well. You can essentially highlight all your metallics after you've washed them. I don't show you that in the video, but same as any other highlighting process really. Now the shield I've kept nice and basic. We're just going to go ahead and base coat that in burnt umber. You can do any colour you want. I was torn between doing a metallic and just normal base paint, but I chose the base paint instead. And now this is what your finished model should look like. Yours might be a little bit more tidy than mine, but yeah, nice, simple, easy. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know down below if you've actually picked up this box, or you're going to pick up this box, or you've already pre-ordered it. You know, I see you guys, you're eager. Also, don't forget to check out our YouTube members and our Patreon. You can join our Discord and a few other little treats. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week.